take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. This is DJ Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Wilson will throw again. Being chased out left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
A loss of 9 brings up.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Now Wilson on 1st down. That's caught by Hollister. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
For another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll throw right away. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Ravens first down.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Jackson now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some space here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. Third and 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank. But this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction. But he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Wilson now off the bootleg. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Play action. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And He knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. To throw is Jackson, flushed out right, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Jackson's pass.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Jackson from the shotgun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Baltimore.
And Jackson throwing once more. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front.
The Ravens will line up for the
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Throwing again here, Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
Gain of 34 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Metcalf. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them, that's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Throwing again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DJ Reed. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He may try and run for this. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This pass into the arms of Snead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And a Raven first down.
From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's
and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll try and run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
First down, Ravens.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
22. Seahawks, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Reed returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Wilson will throw again. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the 1st down. Wilson on target there to Moore. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Buying time. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that...
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
22. Seahawks 6. Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. Out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to Mark.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
Baltimore.
Now Jackson on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Malik Harrison able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a pass hauled in downfield and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Derek Wolfe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pernell McPhee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
12-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. Now he'll pull. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He completes it to Bryant. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Des Bryant, 45 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to take off. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone.